Losers like the Avengers, they already had their turn. Two, in fact. Though I'm not sure if they're both strictly canon. Either way, when was the last time you saw a game with a duck on the cover? The industry needs to change, starting with my new game, codename Project Egg. Sadly, my Quackstarter campaign fell through, so I'm gonna need to find the funds for this thing some other way. Think you could help me find a wealthy entrepreneur that I can hit up for the dough?
Time to get to training.
Is it odd?
You won't regret it, kid. See what you can find out from the folks around here. There's gotta be at least one money bags in this joint.
The thing they don't warn you about when working at the bank is the folks who keep you working late drying off waterlogged treasure. How'd it get so wet? And why was there so much of it? Whoever it belonged to must be rich.
Whoever they got on snowplow duty seriously needs to up his game. It's like driving inside a bounce house around here.
Maybe some new gloves would cheer me up.
ATM refused my card the other day. Apparently because my bank doesn't exist in this universe anymore. So now I'm pretty much living on a diet of bits of old shoe, which is surprisingly good if you leave it to soak in rainwater for a while.
Yes, quite lovely.
I'd been saving up for months to buy my dream car. But since everywhere I needed to drive to no longer exists, I don't need it anymore. So I did the logical thing and burned all my money.
I wish that giant fireball on the Kronos building was a real giant fireball, so it'd melt all this snow. Of course, then we'd have a giant fireball to deal with.
Hey, look! It's billionaire Tony Stank!
I always thought Kunlun had a city on the mountain.
That old prospector over in the Old West said he pulled a big hole of something out of the water the other day. Didn't say what it was, but he was winking so hard I thought he was going to hurt himself. And he was soaking wet. What a strange fellow.
You know Howard the Duck? I got something I was hoping you could pass on to him. A big slap upside the head. That feathered crook stole my sandwich.
Apparently there's some kind of exhibition happening up in that ruined building.
Citizens with suggestions on how to improve Chronopolis can submit them.
So what do you got for me? Promising. If we knew who cashed in that loot, we could definitely hit them up.
Where should I go for lunch?
Well, that's tragic and a little bit disgusting and absolutely no help to me.
Time to get to training.
I wish that giant fireball.
Could be something there, if we can confirm it wasn't just an old booty dug up. So putting what you've told me through the old Detective Mellon, we can deduce that the old prospector over in the Old West recently came into some serious cheddar. This is perfect. The only thing now is to figure out how to convince an old-timey prospector to invest in a Talking Ducks video game. But That won't be the weirdest thing. Oh, and if you run into Forbush Man, could you tell him the funds are in the bag? Last I heard, the poor guy was looking into making money through social media marketing.
I know we've got a whole new bunch of problems now, but I have to ask, did anyone ever